Hello, and welcome to another adventure of let's try and put this together without making it annoyingly complicated. Putting in the seat isolator kit on the Ariens Apex 52. I already took the seat off, pulled the pin, just pulled the lock ring off, slid the pin out, took the seat off, took out the bolts holding the seat on, and took off all the stuff I put on when I put the ROPS kit on. Now I'm starting the actual installation based on the instructions. First thing it wants you to do is remove this retaining clip here, or mechanism for adjusting the seat. Says to remove the spring, and then whoa, that was weird. Remove the spring, and then there's a lock nut on there. See if I can get you set right here. Wish I could get a better camera, but I just figured channel locks. Take the big side off, because this side you'd have to bend and work around. This side looks like you can just, if you can pull it off, pull it back. Hopefully you're still on in frame here. Pull it back and out this slot. Hopefully, maybe, kinda, sorta, possibly. Nope. So we're gonna go this way. We're not gonna go that way. Thought we were gonna go that way, but we're not gonna go that way. I don't know why they don't just put something on here so you can tension the darn thing. Or maybe I should get better tools, but nah. There we go. There's to hold on to the spring. And then there's this little lock washer here. Man, my lighting sucks. There's a lock washer here on the end. I just took the channel locks and kind of popped it out. Grab the end and kind of slide it so you get a little groove. And then take a flathead screwdriver, kind of tap it in behind it. There it goes. And work it loose. Easier way is probably hit it with a grinder or something and just cut it. But, and I guess just work that out. Take it off. It says throw this away. They do give you a new one in the kit, so don't really need it. Alright. Then we start putting it all together. Start with the new seat plate. Gonna clear the table here. Keep that just in case. My luck, I screwed something up. New seat plate on that end there. Alright, then this piece goes Where the heck does that go? Okay. And this piece on the, there's one side that sticks down, it's longer than the other. On that side, facing towards the, I guess the bottom in this orientation, slide it through, slide it back in, right? Just like that. And then put the lock washer, the new one, on the end. Oops. Stick a wrench. Stick a couple wrenches in here between just as spacers. That'll kind of force it on there. Alright, then doesn't say anything about the spring yet. So then we take the, and breaking a rule, I wish I could set this up higher so you guys could kind of see what I'm doing a little better. Wonder if over here will be enough. That might be good enough. We'll try that. Then 3/8 by 2 inch around here. These guys. Loosely into seat plate assembly. How? Oh, okay, then we're putting that. Got it. Okay. Then these will sit in those in the 4 square holes here. Hopefully this is the right way. I'll know here in a bit, I guess. Yeah, like that. Seatbelt assembly at rear seat bottom. So then we start putting, I guess, the seat back together. I tried to be a little more prepared this time. Alright, and the seat belt goes here. The position 2, 1/4 inch, 1 inch flex seal one. Earlier. Oh, okay. And those go on those holes. There, the 2 washers that probably fell out when we took everything off before. Followed by the slide and adjuster plates removed earlier. These guys. And for this, they go here, here, and then it looks like you just bolt it back on. So, based off of the troubles I was having last time, we go this route. This in here. I say bolts, it says you don't need them, but I think the reason you don't need them is because they give you a set with it. I'm just going to put them in. Loosely. A washer underneath here. It's underneath here. Grab one of these bolts, stick it through to hold it in place. Stick that guy in there. Start the threads. Then on the other side, do the same thing, except with the position plate. Put those bolts I was supposed to put in here loosely back. Ooh. Crazy idea. That probably should have been done at the start. Probably buy a pack of them cheap Neo magnets or something to hold these in place when they're loose. God, I hope you're in frame. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just taking the old bolts and spacers and washers and stuff I took off of it before. Get them loosely started. Let me double check that. Yeah, okay. Get them loosely started. And then on the bottom, washer fell out. Put the washer under everything. We can line everything up here. Kind of start it. Oh, this one popped loose. Make sure my spacers drop down into the slots. Then I'm going to goes down. Not stupid tight, but I'm not worried about that quite yet. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Then, flange bushings, tighten the cap screws. So, okay, yeah. So then I tighten them fully down. Then, take and we put the big assembly mount with the bolts going through the rubber part there, the isolators or whatever. Sticking through like that. Make sure big parts towards the front of the seat. That's where you reattach it to the mower. Then I'm gonna have you take the 4 big washers, set them on those. And it says to install the what? Oh. Where did my there they are. And bolt them down. Now the seat being tightened down should hold the heads of those in place. You can just start these. Those are a 9/16 wrench. I just kind of want to get them started with this. If you can hear the explosions going off, it's around the 4th and everybody's still shooting off their fireworks. Whatever, each their own, but tight, tight. Tight. I'm not putting my breaker bar on this thing to tighten it down, but that one didn't. Seat itself. There we go. Since that didn't seat in, just kind of lightly turn the nut on it, lift up on the washer, and that pulls the bolt up in until it grabs. Kind of and tight, a little tighter. There we go. And that wants us to put the spring on. Which hooks from the outside in, and then there's a little slot right here by the back washer here that the long part slides into. So if I could do that. And a little headlight I just have because I could see a little better. Like I said, my lighting's weird. Now it's hooked. Ow. Then doesn't say anything about the latch. That sticks on the back side. And then I just use the same bolts that I had holding it on before. Actually gonna do that. Stick them down from the top. I was scared of losing the nuts before on it. Those are a 1/2 inch wrench. So I guess since you took it off earlier, you'll have the tools around to do it. Hopefully the audio's coming across good. I don't have a mic yet. Said I'm kind of trying to save up, be able to do better content, and I could do a little more on some of the other mowers when I'm doing maintenance and all my other equipment. If I can eventually get to where I'm making enough or get my bills paid up so they're not draining me dry, then good to go. Tighten these guys down. And that's all there is to it. Says to just put it back in. I am going to replace the pin that goes through. I'll see if I can show you here. On the actual mower itself, when you put the seat on and it's got that pin there that goes through these two. I'm going to put a 2-inch or I think 2-inch was just short, so I'm going to stick a 2.5-inch half-inch bolt through that as a pivot point and throw some lock nuts on the end, just so if I ever have to flip this up or remove the seat, it's a lot easier than dealing with that the tension pin or washer or whatever, the lock washer or whatever the heck it's called. Instead of dealing with that every time, I could just take the bolts out and I'm good. I know they said there's a 2-pin version where you have a short pin on each side. That's probably a lot easier than the one, well, might be a lot easier than the long pin. Either that or I'll stick an actual like top link pin or something through it and just put a Carter key in, but I kind of worry about that falling out. So that's basically it on putting the seat isolator kit on. I recommend doing it before well, I don't know if I'd recommend doing it before the ROPS, just because then you'd have to tear all of this apart to get to the seat to put your seatbelt on. So if you're going to do that, either do them both at the same time or do the ROPS first, I guess. So I'll have to retract my previous statement and say, yeah, do the ROPS first. Just makes it that little tiny bit easier. Or do them at the same time and put the seat isolator kit on as you're doing some of the ROPS stuff. So go from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope the audio came through all right. I hope the video was sort of kind of instructional and helps. Let me know, I guess, in the comments if it helped you at all or if it made a little more sense to see it done. Check out the links in the description below. I got some of the tools I use and stuff like that listed down there as Amazon affiliate links. I get a cut if you click any of them links and then purchase it. I only get credit if there's an actual purchase made, not if it's just a go and look at it kind of thing. And I think it lasts, I don't remember how long it lasts after you click it. I know there's a time frame in there. I think it's like 20 minutes, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if you want to support the channel or support me doing this stuff, that's a good way of doing it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.